Lil Scrappy, the hip-hop artist known for his raw, emotional music, is now caught in a scandal that has taken the internet by storm. Fans were shocked when a video surfaced, showing the rapper in an alarming situation that could change everything. For him, his reputation, his relationships, and potentially his career. This explosive video has been the subject of intense speculation, wild theories, and heated debates online. But what exactly is in this video? Who leaked it? And what is Lil Scrappy doing about it? Let's dive deep into the jaw-dropping details of this scandal and try to break down what we know so far. As soon as the video hit social media, it quickly spread like wildfire. Within minutes, the video racked up thousands of views, shares, and comments, causing the internet to explode with questions and speculation. At first, the footage was hard to make sense of. The camera was shaky, the lighting was poor, and the angle made it difficult to get a clear view of the people involved. But one thing was clear. Lil Scrappy was caught in a situation that didn't look good. In the blurry video, Scrappy could be seen standing in a dimly lit parking lot, which looked like it was behind a nightclub or a shady studio. He was talking to someone who wasn't immediately recognizable, and the conversation appeared tense. Scrappy's body language seemed off, almost like he was trying to convince or calm the other person in front of him. But the moment that sent the internet into overdrive came when Lil Scrappy reached into his pocket and pulled out something small, but significant. The moment he handed it over to the mystery figure, fans were left in shock. What exactly did Scrappy just give that person? Was it cash? Was it something more sinister? Fans immediately began speculating, flooding social media with theories. Some believed it was a wad of cash, while others suggested it was something much worse, maybe a secret deal or hush money. Without any official explanation from Scrappy, the rumors began spiraling out of control. And just when people thought they had seen it all, the video took a darker turn. The camera angle shifted, and viewers noticed something that no one expected: a second figure in the frame. This person wasn't visible at first, but when the camera moved, it became clear. The second person was none other than Bambi, Lil Scrappy's ex-wife. The woman who had accused him of cheating, the woman who had fought with his mother, and the woman he claimed he was done with. But why was she there? What was she doing? This revelation added fuel to the fire. For a few seconds, Bambi's face was partially visible, but her expression was hard to read. She didn't seem directly involved in the conversation, but she was standing close enough to make it clear that she was part of whatever was happening. As the scene progressed, tension in the air became palpable. Scrappy was about to walk away, but the mystery figure said something, causing Scrappy to freeze. His body language shifted dramatically. Anger flashed across his face. Then, in a surprising move, Bambi stepped forward. She raised her hand, not aggressively, but in a way that suggested she was trying to stop something from happening. The tension in the video was so thick you could almost feel it through the screen, but before viewers could understand what was going on, the video abruptly cut off. No explanation, no context, just a cliffhanger that left fans begging for answers. The internet was buzzing with questions. What did we just watch? Why was Bambi involved? And why did Scrappy react like that? But the story doesn't end there. While fans were still trying to process the leaked footage, another piece of evidence emerged: audio. This wasn't just some random voice or background noise, it was Bambi's voice. And what she said changed everything. In the recording, Bambi whispered, "I told you not to do this here. You're going to make it worse." This was real. This wasn't a fake audio clip or a doctored recording. It was clear, and it raised even more questions. Who was she talking to? Was it Scrappy? Was it someone else? What did she mean by making it worse? But just when it seemed like the situation couldn't get any more intense, a third voice joined the recording, a voice filled with authority and anger. "You think this is a game?" the voice demanded. Who was it? Fans went wild trying to identify the mysterious figure. Some speculated it was an executive, others thought it might be a law enforcement officer. The possibilities seemed endless. But before anyone could confirm anything, the recording cut off, leaving even more questions unanswered. Then, Bambi broke her silence. She took to her Instagram story with a cryptic message. "Don't believe everything you see." That was it. 6 words that set the internet ablaze. What did she mean? Was she denying the video? Was she suggesting it had been altered or manipulated? In the video, some words were clear enough to hear. Stevie J's voice was low and sharp. "You think this is funny, Scrap?" he asked. Scrappy didn't respond right away. His body language was tense, and he looked like he was trying to hold back his frustration. Then Bambi spoke up. "I told you this wasn't my problem anymore." Stevie J leaned back and laughed, but it wasn't a friendly laugh. It was the kind of laugh that suggested trouble was coming. "Oh, it's your problem," Stevie J replied. "You think you can just walk away from this?" And that's when the moment that confirmed everything happened. Scrappy finally lifted his head and muttered, "I ain't even got nothing to do with this, man." But Stevie J wasn't having it. He pulled out his phone and tapped on the screen. "That's not what the video says," Stevie J told him. Scrappy was visibly frustrated. "Man, I don't even," he started to say, but before he could finish, Bambi snatched the phone out of Stevie's hand. Her face went blank as she stared at the screen. Then her expression shifted to one of shock and fear. "Damn," she whispered. And that was it. Fans went wild trying to figure out what was on that phone. What did Scrappy see that made him react like that? The theories started flying. Was it the full version of the first leaked video? Was it something more incriminating? Something that could finally reveal what was really going on? But before anyone could figure it out, the video abruptly cut off. The screen shattered as Scrappy threw the phone across the room. Fans were left in utter disbelief. The mystery was deepening and no one had the answers. The next day, Mama D, Scrappy's mother, stepped into the spotlight. And when Mama D speaks, you know, it's going to be good. She went live on Instagram and thousands of fans tuned in to hear what she had to say. Mama D was clearly upset, shaking her head as she spoke. "This some messy stuff and I don't like it," she said. "Y'all trying to play my son like he out here doing something shady? But let me tell you, Scrappy don't move like that." Fans flooded the comments, demanding answers. What was really going on? "That ain't no deal going down in that parking lot," Mama D said. "That's family business." Family business? What did she mean by that? Was this whole scandal really about something personal, something involving Scrappy's family? Fans went wild trying to piece together the cryptic message, but Mama D ended the live without saying another word. At this point, the internet was in chaos. The theories were everywhere. But just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any more twisted, Bambi made her next move. She deleted all of her photos with Scrappy from her Instagram, every single one. And then she posted another cryptic message. "Some truths are too dangerous to be told." That was it. That was all it took to send the internet into an absolute meltdown. What truth was she talking about? What was so dangerous that she couldn't say it out loud? Who was she protecting? Fans were losing their minds. Theories and speculations were running wild, and it seemed like this was just the beginning. The mystery was only getting deeper. And then it happened. Another leak. This time it wasn't just footage, it was audio. A second angle of the leaked video surfaced, and this time Scrappy's voice was clear. "So that's what y'all doing?" he said. "That's how we playing this?" His tone was angry. "You all really think I'm finna sit here and let this happen?" There was a pause, and then he turned towards someone off camera. His voice lowered, and he said, "Nah, y'all ain't setting me up like y'all did him." Who was he talking about? Who was him? And what kind of setup was Scrappy referring to? Fans were going crazy, trying to decipher every word. Some thought he was talking about Stevie J, considering their history. Others speculated that it could be someone else from the hip-hop industry. The theories were endless. As the leaks continued and the internet buzzed with speculation, it became clear that something much bigger was going on. Was this scandal a setup, a carefully orchestrated drama? Or was Scrappy truly caught in a web of deceit, betrayal, and manipulation? One thing was for sure. This was just the beginning, and the world was watching, waiting for the next chapter in this insane story. Stay tuned, because this scandal is far from over. The truth is out there, and when it comes to light, it will change everything for Lil Scrappy and everyone involved. The question is, will he survive this? And who else is going to be dragged into the mess? Only time will tell. The drama surrounding Lil Scrappy continues to evolve, and with each new leak, the internet is left in a state of frenzy. Fans and critics alike are piecing together every clue, analyzing every frame, and scrutinizing every word. What started as a few seconds of blurry footage has now morphed into a full-blown scandal with the potential to ruin Scrappy's career or reveal the truth behind a web of lies and manipulation. As the leaks keep coming, new players enter the scene. The involvement of key figures like Stevie J, Bambi, and even Scrappy's own family only complicates the situation further. It seems like everyone has a stake in the drama, and no one is immune to the chaos that's unfolding. But perhaps the most significant development came when Scrappy himself finally broke his silence, and his words shook the entire internet to its core. For days, Scrappy remained silent, letting the rumors swirl and the leaks continue. The longer he stayed quiet, the more suspicious fans became. If the video was fake, why didn't he come out and deny it? Why wasn't he defending himself? The fact that he stayed silent only added fuel to the fire. Was he guilty? Was he hiding something? Or was this all part of a larger plan? Then, finally, Scrappy went live on Instagram. When he appeared on screen, his face was serious and his voice cold and controlled. The chat exploded with comments, fans desperate to hear what he had to say. And when he spoke, it was clear that the man everyone thought they knew was not the same man sitting before them now. "I've been telling y'all for years," Scrappy began, his voice steady but intense. "Y'all just wasn't listening." The energy in the room shifted as fans tried to process what he was saying. He paused for a moment, collecting his thoughts before continuing. "They've been trying to play me. They've been trying to get me caught up in some mess. And guess who's behind all this?" The chat was filled with speculation. Who was he talking about? Was he referring to someone in the industry? Was he calling out a specific person for orchestrating the entire scandal? Fans flooded the comments, begging him to say the name. And then, in a moment that stunned everyone, Scrappy dropped the bombshell. Boom. The internet erupted. Fans couldn't believe their ears. Was Scrappy really calling out his own family member? Kirk Frost, the man who had been part of the love and hip-hop saga from the beginning, was now being implicated in a conspiracy that could bring everything crashing down. The revelation was shocking, and it left people questioning everything. They thought they knew about the people involved. Scrappy went on to explain that this wasn't the first time he had been set up. He alluded to previous situations in his career where things had gone wrong just when he was on the verge of a breakthrough. "You ever wonder why every time I get close to leveling up, something always goes wrong?" he asked, his eyes narrowing. "A bad deal, a public scandal, a leak rumor. It's like clockwork." At this point, the pieces began to fall into place. Fans started connecting the dots, remembering all the times Scrappy had been caught in a scandal or involved in a drama that seemed to come out of nowhere. Was it possible that all of these events were orchestrated? Were they part of a larger plan to control Scrappy's career? Theories started flooding social media, with some fans accusing Kirk Frost of being the mastermind behind the entire situation. But Scrappy wasn't done. In a moment that left everyone speechless, he reached off camera and grabbed something, a stack of papers. He held them up to the screen, letting the audience see what he had in his hands. "This right here," he said. "This is the proof. This is what they don't want y'all to see." The screen zoomed in on the papers, but fans couldn't make out the details. Scrappy's smirk told them everything they needed to know. This was the moment everything would change. "I ain't gonna leak this yet," he continued, "but trust me, when y'all see what's in here, a whole lot of folks are gonna be real quiet." The chat exploded in chaos. Fans were screenshotting every moment of Scrappy's live, trying to decipher the clues. What was on those papers? Was it a contract? Was it evidence of a secret deal? What did Scrappy know that could bring down the entire industry? But before anyone could catch their breath, Scrappy's live cut off abruptly. The internet went wild. The speculation was at an all-time high. Was it a technical issue, or was this part of the plan? Fans began to fear the worst, that Scrappy had just revealed something so explosive that the powers behind the scenes had to shut it down before it could spread any further. In the aftermath, the leaks kept coming. A new Instagram account called Real Truth Exposed appeared, and it quickly gained hundreds of thousands of followers. The first post was a blurry image of a contract with Scrappy's name on it. Fans were immediately intrigued. What was this contract? Was it evidence of the shady deals Scrappy had been hinting at? The caption read, "Y'all want to know the truth? It starts here." The next post came just an hour later. This time, it was clearer. A zoomed-in shot of a contract, with Scrappy's name boldly visible. Fans lost it. This was it. The truth was finally coming to light. The caption read, "At 1 p.m., we're dropping everything." The internet was on fire. Everyone was waiting for the next big reveal. When the time came, the page posted 10 slides, each containing legal documents, emails, and messages that were about to change everything. The first document revealed that Scrappy had signed a secret agreement with the producers of Love and Hip Hop. The deal was shocking. It confirmed that some of the biggest scandals and controversies surrounding Scrappy were scripted for guaranteed screen time. Fans were stunned. All the drama, all the fights, the betrayals, it was all part of the show. Some fans felt betrayed, while others argued that this was just how reality TV worked. But one thing was clear: the truth was finally coming out, and the revelations didn't stop there. Slide number 5 showed a conversation between Kirk Frost and Scrappy, with the subject line, "Next season storyline, betrayal, exposure, and career-ending drama." The internet exploded. Was this all planned? Was Scrappy's entire career a setup? Fans were scrambling to make sense of everything. The leaks revealed a dark side to the entertainment industry, one that fans had never seen before. But just when it seemed like the drama couldn't get any crazier, another video surfaced. This time, it was a private Zoom meeting featuring Scrappy, Kirk Frost, and a few Love and Hip Hop producers. They were laughing, joking about how the drama would make fans angry. Scrappy could be heard saying, "Man, as long as the check's clear, I don't care what people think." The internet was in shock. The entire reality of Scrappy's career had been a lie. The final blow came when Scrappy deleted his Instagram account. Fans took to Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, trying to piece together what had happened. Kirk Frost, who had been implicated in the conspiracy, went live, claiming he had nothing to do with Scrappy's mess. Fans weren't buying it. It seemed like the walls were closing in on everyone involved. As the dust began to settle, one final message came from VH1. The statement was short but powerful. "We are aware of recent allegations and will be addressing them accordingly." The statement sent the internet into a frenzy. What did it mean? Was VH1 involved in the scandal? Were they about to fire Scrappy? The questions continued to pile up. And then the account Real Truth Exposed posted one final update, a blurry image of a contract with Scrappy's name on it, and the caption, "The truth is about to come out." Fans knew that this was only the beginning. The full extent of the scandal was yet to be revealed. And when it did, it was going to shake the entertainment industry to its core. The situation was far from over. The leaks, the lies, the betrayals, they had only scratched the surface. The world was waiting for the next twist in this insane story. And when it comes, it will leave everyone speechless.